and welcome to today's episode of Beyond the Pedal. Today we are talking Gran Turismo 7, an eagerly anticipated game that has had plenty of hype and for good reasons. But today it's for the PlayStation 4, as I'm sure there's plenty of content out there for PS5 owners, but not much for us PS4 owners. And of course, if you're someone who's still on the fence about waiting to get a PS5 and then getting Gran Turismo 7, or you're thinking, should I get Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 4? Will it be any good? That's what this video is here to answer. Of course, what the aim of today will be is I'm going to give you some more real-time content, really. So you're going to get to see how long it takes for things to load up. The graphics, are they any good? You know, I've got a decent enough telly, but you know, are they any good for what you want? Little tips and tricks, some hints about the game, some how-tos, some step-by-steps, each little category of the game, but really more of a real-world experience video, so you can kind of make that decision for yourself, whether or not you think, no, I'm going to wait for the PlayStation 5, then get Gran Turismo 7, or you're probably thinking, actually, do you know what, yeah, I can probably play that, I can probably enjoy it, and have some good racing on my PS4. That's what today's all about. Today, I will be using, of course, my in-house race setup, my Next Level Racing GT Lite, and of course the Logitech G923 with True Force and of course the foot pedals. I'm also going to be using the DualShock controller as well, just because it's easier to manipulate bits and pieces on the screen as opposed to doing it all off the steering wheel. Anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy this video, hopefully you get something out of it. Don't forget to stay to the end and let me know what you think. But otherwise, let's get into it. Right then, okay, so as you can see, this is the kind of screen you're going to have on straight away when you come onto the game. Once this uploads, I've turned off all the intro videos and stuff because I just don't want to have to keep watching it every single time I come on. So you've got World Map Music Rally. What's really great about this is Music Rally. It gives you something to do whilst the game is uploading. So that's a really cool feature. It just gives you a little bit of a go around the track with an older car, and it's okay. You know, it's something that will help you like kill a bit of time while it's updating and doing its bits and pieces. Anyway, world map. That's what we're on. So as you can see, this is the world map. Now, when you first start playing the game, it takes a long time to unlock everything. It is a bit of a chew on, I won't lie. However, once you start getting it all, it's great. So when you first come to the screen, you're going to get the cafe, world circuits of it, if I remember correctly, and used cars, and I also believe the license center. So yeah, cafe is the main place that you're going to get all your bits and pieces from. This is where you're going to get your missions, win a lot of cars, and then start unlocking all of the sort of brand central, your sport, legends, garage, GT Auto, your multiplayer, and even multiplayer you've got to unlock it. So we'll kind of just work from the cafe. That's probably something you're probably aware of, something you've probably heard about. So this is the cafe. This is where you're going to get all of your missions. You're greeted by this guy called Luca. The cafe is really kind of cool, and then from there you've got your options, your collection of what you've done. So in here, these are the ones I've worked through, and as you can see, you build up. What the great thing is though, is you end up owning all of these cars eventually, which is it's quite nice. Then you've also got your trophies that you then win from your race meets and stuff. So you've got your menu book. So just go to the archive, and so the ones that you work through. So these are all the ones that you can work through. You get loads of cars from, and so once you don't really have to spend much money or in-game credits. If you don't want to, you could probably rely on yourself winning a lot of the cars, which is really quite good. So again, in here, you know, I'm in progress. I'm currently doing the Championship, European Championship, and it opens up really in a quite nice way. Yeah, so it's in progress, you can learn about it all. And then what is also good with this in the menu books is it will give you like a cool little video. So for example, of this here, you gotta go test yourself. The compact minis, these are ones you end up winning. So the minis there that I've won. So like Japanese cars, so again, instead of having to buy them just wait out and you'll get them given to you in that. And again, you get given these so you can have these in your car garage. So the Gran Turismo Cafe, this is where a lot of your races are gonna get done from. This is where a lot of your challenges are. This is where you're unlocking loads of stuff in the game. So if you want to get online as quickly as possible, this is where you're going to have to do, I'm afraid, in the Gran Turismo Cafe. So get on with this as soon as you possibly can. Next up, let's take a little look at the used car section. Of quite a cool little feature that they've added onto it. So used cars, this is where, for those of you now that are buying the game, I think you get anywhere between like 20 or 50,000 credits. I pre-ordered the game, so I managed to get, I think it was or it might have been 100,000, yeah, 100,000 credits, plus the 20 that they give you on top for you to buy a used car. Me, I went for the Evo that was in there, that was available, and I had that. But these are the collection that you'll get, so you'll have like an array of cars that you can buy. They've got mileage on them, that will come more apparent in a little bit, because you have to service the cars, etc. Oh, a DeLorean. So yeah, this is what's currently on at the moment. Again, they'll have limit stock, but these kind of just like regenerate through. So you'll see these come and go throughout, and they'll have different mileage and colours, but you can edit the colours, etc. yourself. The GT3 is not usually on there quite a lot. So again, you'll have the opportunity to buy a certain car within the range, and you go from there. But yeah, there's usually quite a cool collection that you can get bits and pieces of. You know, very easy to do. You click onto it. It will give you the information about it. It'll have used mileage on it. You know, there is, you know, your cars do acquire mileage, and you've got to keep a track of that. And then you just buy it when you want to, and then it gets added to your garage. So easy as, go to purchase it, like actually for your in-game credits. You'll notice I've got a fair old whack there, 919,000. That's because of the recent update. So if you are going to get it, make sure you get it now. Then you'll get the registration, and you'll get 1,000,000 credits as part of the update for the mess around that Gran Turismo have with some bits and pieces. So that was really cool to get 1,000,000 credits, and that's kind of helped out. But I'm not going to get that right now because I don't want a GT3 for the time being. So yeah, but you just go in there and you'll be able to do that. So that's a good way to start your game, especially if you do get those extra credits. It does make life a lot easier when you're doing the cafe challenges. So moving on, coming out of here. Yeah, so as you can see, PlayStation 4 takes just a little bit more time just to get through. So that's the cafe, that's the used car section. License Center, as you well know from any sort of Gran Turismo game that you probably played, you've got your National B, your National A, International B, International A, and your Super License. I will say, I'll be honest, it's a lot harder than Gran Turismo Sport. Absolutely a lot harder than Gran Turismo Sport. I found with Gran Turismo Sport it was a lot easier to get gold in a lot of stuff. When you start coming to sort of like National A, it starts becoming a little bit more difficult with each one. In National B, you know, more silvers and anything. I am kind of working through it slowly but surely. Okay, but be advised, in getting your licenses are a lot harder to achieve gold. You're gonna have to take a few attempts at it. Unlike Gran Turismo Sport, where you could probably have a little look, watch the demonstration and go for it. Again, with this one, you're gonna have to look at the demonstration, really concentrate, because this is a little bit more difficult, I won't lie. So yeah, License Center, get those. Again, you'll need certain licenses as the cafe challenges you to certain things, so you will need to make sure you get those licenses as and when. You've also got missions. Again, this opens up over time, another opportunity for you to win more credits, have a go at different cars and different challenges. Again, a good bit of fun. You know, you've got these available to you. There's like, it just sets little tasks for you to do while you're driving. Again, you know, good bit of fun, something to do, something to gain credits for, and to win cars and stuff. So on the prizes, you get like a roulette ticket. Roulette tickets are pretty cool. They rank in 1, 2, and 3 star. I'm not too sure if there's anything else, but you get those roulette tickets as you would with Gran Turismo, where you get your daily car. It was before, but this one you get like a daily credit, and that might be a car, or you get like credits on your roulette ticket, which is all right. You can win parts as well for the car, but sometimes they're very car specific, which is a little bit annoying. So we'll go over to World Circuits. Again, World Circuits, this is where all your challenges are going to be, and it will take time. You'll unlock bits and pieces in there. Here we go. So again, real world time, guys, a little bit slower than expected. And usually when you're doing the challenges, you'll have a little target and an arrow in there, and then this will tell you what you need to use, what you can win. So again, you've got 30,000 credits in there. They have upped this, and I think they will be upping it in the new updates to come. So in the new updates to come, more credits available, more in-game credits, because a lot of the cars can be really pricey. It'll take you a long time to get them. But again, loads and loads of circuits, some classic ones like Trial Mountain, all the way to, where is it? Dragon Raceway. Where is that? Where's old Dragon Raceway? It's around here somewhere. But you know, yeah, Dragon Raceway, high speed raceways, the classic street circuits, International Speedway, again Europe, the ones that we know and love. You know, Monza's on there. You've got some more street circuits. I said Dragon Trail in Croatia, the, you know, classic one. The Red Bull Racing Ring's still on there. So again, loads of circuits to be able to get your hands in. You know, 10, 15, 25, 34 different circuits, he says. Then obviously you've got your championships along the bottom there that you'll have to win again. It's usually top 3 placement to win either the car or some in-game credits, which is ideal. Some really other cool features that we'll go through now then. Let's see. So you've got your tuning shop and your GT Auto. Tuning shop, this is where you're going to be able to tune your car. So what we'll do is we'll go to Brand Central first, purchase a car, then we'll head over to the auto shop and the tuning shop and show you how the things that have been added to the game. So a bit of a bolt on to what Gran Turismo Sports is. So you've probably seen a lot of the content on Gran Turismo that you can do on this, but we'll just go through it anyway, just so that as PS4 owners you can see this sort of like how long it takes and the sort of graphic difference. I am going to, that reminds me, while we're here, there's also invitation only cars. So you'll have, so where is the invitation only? It's not come up. That's a bit annoying. That's a shame. I tell you what, we'll go to Ferrari because there's some invitation only cars there. So in Ferrari, yeah, you've got all your classics that are in here. Yeah, they all look great, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, 458. However, top screen, you'll see a little envelope, and that basically means you can buy that when you've been invited to buy it. So I suppose a little bit like real world stuff, if you will, in that, you know, you'll get an invitation to say that you can buy a car. I'm just trying to find where that invitation is, because usually it comes up, but it's not here for some unknown reason. It's a little bit annoying, and I'm sorry. I think it was in, last time I checked, it was in, I want to say, what am I doing? Where are you? Well, this is a bit annoying, isn't it? Pagani, I want to say it was in Pagani. Ah, yes. The invitation's expired. It's a little bit annoying. Bark, bark. So, oh well. So I couldn't buy what I thought, so that was it here. So basically you can see that the invitation was for the Pagani Huayra, however you say it, I don't know. But yeah, that was invitation only. Had the invitation, but I didn't have like 1.3 million credits in the bank, so that was a bit frustrating, is what it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to Alpine. Just gonna purchase the A110. 3 different colours, but we can change those in a minute. But we'll just go with the classic blue. Purchase. Okay. Done. And here it comes. Ooh. There we go. And there's your 10. What's also really good is you'll get sort of like your collector levels. As you can see here, collector level goes up when you buy cars, do stuff to them. You also win collector level points when you race and do well as well. But we'll get into that car now. So again, Brand Central, it takes a little bit of time to unlock, and you have to unlock the Brand Central. You have to unlock Brand Central through the challenges of the Gran Turismo Cafe. So again, you can't just jump straight in, look at all the cars. It's very, very limited from the word go. So you do have to go to the cafe. So tuning shop. So what's really cool about these is when you first get the car, it's completely standard. As you change stuff in the car, that then changes and the sound effects change as well. So that's a really cool little feature. So you can go from, you know, you've got sports, club sport, semi-racing, and then full racing sort of kits. And again, this is a really nice touch that I like that they've been able to do with this game. Just very much sort of like the Gran Turismo era that we know and love, where you can add bits and pieces as your racing filter. Yeah, throw it on there. But when you start adding stuff, it can become pricey real quickly. What's also good is you have what's called a PP. I can't remember what that stands for the life of me. I can't remember. But you want to increase that rating throughout. And with each one, you'll do so. For example, drill brake kit. You'll see up there on the right hand side, you've gone from 538 and it'll increase in blue to 542. Purchase some good brakes. And then if it decreases that, it will go down. But again, you know, simple stuff. You've got your sports, your basic bits and pieces. And again, as you progress through the game, all these will begin to unlock as expected. So yeah, all the stuff that you know and love from the old Gran Turismo games, you can do it in this, which is, I think, is a really nice feature. Oh, excuse me. Full of cold, not COVID, don't worry. So once we've done that, we then go over to GT Auto. This is quite a cool little thing. So again, you've got your car maintenance and service, your customization, and obviously your driving gear. Probably don't bother too much in driving gear because you never really see it. So car maintenance and service. So again, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you've got conditions of the car. That's your oil, your engine, and your body rigidity. The more you use the car throughout the game, they then change in their status. And then you have to come back and then update those as well. So an oil change, an engine overhaul, then a restore the rigidity. And of course you can make your car body a bit wider as well if you want to. So again, this is, you know, a simple car wash. Click on that. Okay. E-cleans the car. You get a little sound effect coming out of everywhere. And your car comes out all shiny and new. So yeah, so you got to make sure if you're using the same car a lot and you have a favorite car, just make sure that you just stay on top of that and just make sure it keeps it serviceable. Otherwise, well, I don't know what happens, to be honest with you. I really don't. So we'll come out of that. The only annoying thing is when you come out of this, you then need to go back into GT Auto to then go into it. But anyway, it's a small thing. It's not the end of the world. Car customization. So this is the part where you can like pretty much do quite a lot to your car. Get your race parts. We'll go through those now. Annoyingly, unlike Gran Turismo Sport, you have to buy the wheels that you like. Unlike the other one before, you could just go in, pick whatever wheels you wanted. This one, you are limited to what you can have, and also they fluctuate in price from 4,000 credits. You know, there's a couple. So yeah, 4,000. It's fine. You do get a good, a good amount of wheels available to you. You know, big collections. But again, varies in price to what you want. Oh, look, free replacement. That's fun. And then of course the ones that you've owned. So these are ones I've owned. I can put those with it if I want to. So we'll just throw those ones on for the time being. Install it, done. Paint colors again. So with paint colors, interestingly enough, with paint color, you can choose, again, you've got your standard paint colors that you can add, but you can add in like your fluorescent, satin, half matte, etc, etc, etc. You buy those. Annoyingly, it doesn't show you what it looks like on your car. It gives you 3 different cars. So for example here, we've got the red with the flakes, and it will give you different cars of what they look like, and older ones throughout. So again, and of course again, a price on the special paint that you want. So is it annoying? It is to the fact that you can't see what it looks like on the car you have, because some cars look really good in some colours and not so much in others. But again, you build up a collection of paints. Custom parts, this is quite good. So you're going to get your, like a front splitter. Yeah, we'll get that. Why not? Side skirts. Yeah, why not? Sometimes you'd be able to get a rear diffuser, but not for this. And this you get a rear wing. So custom rear set. So with that, you then get to choose if you want it up there, you want a high one, medium or low, and then you get to choose the side plates for your custom wing set. For me, I'm probably not going to bother with that because I don't think it looks too good. Racing items, bonnet pins. Gotta have yourself some bonnet pins, of course. Tow hooks. Yeah, we'll have that one there. And usually you can get a roll cage, but unfortunately you can't get a roll cage for this car. A little bit annoying. Of course you can have your number plate, light bulbs. Yeah, you gotta go super cool. Super cool 9500. Number plate, take it off the front, stick it on the rear only. Yeah, why not? Again, it all costs you, but hey. And a nice little touch here, you get to change the caliber colours. It's just little things, but I think it just makes it quite an interesting and more interactive game. And then just like Gran Turismo Sport, you've got your livery editor, and you can create whatever crazy liveries that you want to on there. Again, a little bit annoying that I'd like to see from some of the old Gran Turismos, especially like the original one where you could have a pre-built livery already on there from certain manufacturers. Racing liveries, but unfortunately that isn't on there, and I'd really like to see something like that, but yeah, it is what it is. So again, it's just applying all the bits and pieces you've had onto. Again, it's just a little bit of time frame on the PS4, but that's if you're happy with that, then yeah, no worries. This is where it just takes a little bit of time and crashes on me completely while I'm doing it live like a clown. But hey, there we go, all done, and the car's done. So from there, you got your multiplayer. Again, you can play against people from all over the world, challenge people, challenge your friends as well. Garage, this is where everything's going to get stored for the cars that you have. At the moment, you can't sell your cars, but that's an update that is set to be coming soon. And then they are working to sell that. But at the moment, you can discard cars, but I don't think there's really any sort of point in that. So here's your main garage. This is where you're going to be. When you win your cars from the Gran Turismo Cafe, they're going to come into your car collection. And this is where you start to build up the range of 400 cars available. So again, once you've bought a car or you've won a car, it will give you a little bit of information about it, which is quite useful to know. But as you can see, you slowly work your way through, and you just build up your collection. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Tuning parts, again, so this is where you're going to get specific parts from the roulette, from your roulette tickets. This is where they'll give you car specific prizes. So I've got one for the Viper GTS and for the Genesis G70, but I don't actually have those cars, so I can't apply them on there. Gifts, okay, this is the area where you're going to receive those gift tokens, those roulette tokens, and you just basically click in there and get them given to you. Yeah, your skate movies, your car setting, this is where you can, depending on what you've done and you bought in the GT Auto section or in the tuning garage, is what you'll be able to then tinker with in here, and you can do that throughout the game anyway. So change car, this is the current collection I have. Not too bad at all, I don't think, not too shabby. A lot of these I've won. So a lot of these have been gift cards that I've managed to win, and I've bought a couple. But there you go. So that's the garage, just like the Gran Turismo Sport and other Gran Turismo games. That's basically your garage. So that's pretty much everything on there. What we'll do, we'll go across to Gran Turismo Sport. We'll head online. You can have a little look at what it looks like there, a little bit of in-game graphics, what you think. I say I'm running a decent enough Samsung TV, and you'll be able to see what the game looks like now with it online and on the circuit. I'll just do a qualifying lap in the Lamborghini Huracan, which I'm using for this week. Again, just like Gran Turismo Sport, again you're going to get 3 different races, race A, race B and race C, each in varying degrees of difficulty. What was really good, and I really hope they bring this back, in the first week of its release, they basically allowed you to use your own car, as in whatever car you wanted, but had certain restrictions, like it had to be under 295 brake, had to be a road car, but otherwise you could have it tuned into whatever way you wanted. And I kind of wish they'd keep that, because I think that's a really good thing. It means you can have a lot more time with your car, and you can get used to driving that one. And obviously, keep the GR4 and the GR3 racing, but it would just be good to see that. But this week they've got, you need the racing car, and this one Dragon Trail GR4, which we're going to have a blast in now. So we changed car, we used the Huracan GR4. I'm just going to put in a qualifying time trial as opposed to going online. That way you'll be able to kind of see what it is you're doing. Again, I'm going to be using the Logitech G923 with True Force and setup, so we'll see how that goes. So a little bit of time loading up to go online. This is the sort of screen that you'll get. Again, like as always with all online gaming, it all depends on your bandwidth, your bandwidth and your internet speeds, etc, etc. This is what you're going to get on the top. What is quite cool, obviously I have all the music settings turned off so that you can see the game. But as you can see, you've got your map, a little car going around, and you'll just see it. There it is. There's the car going around in like a bit of its own sort of format. Again, these are the graphics. This is PlayStation 4. I appreciate that Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 5 is going to be a lot crisper, and this is it on the PS4. It does feel very Gran Turismo Sport, if I'm honest. However, if you're a PlayStation 4 owner and used to it, it is a little bit more crisper, I suppose, but you're not going to get all those extra dynamics that you are getting on the PlayStation 5. So it is basically a beefed up version of Gran Turismo Sport. As long as you're happy with that. Right, let's put in a hot lap. Oh, this is where I absolutely get it wrong, no doubt. Okay. Main aim of this, just try and hit those yellow marker points. They're the ones that you're going to want to absolutely hit. I say hot lap, probably won't be that great, but here we go. Talking whilst putting it on. A little bit too early with that here. Again, this is Dragon Trail. All you want to do, nice and smooth. Again, so as you can see, graphics seem to be nice enough, you know, for what you want in this game. Sounds great. I have to say, it does sound great. Wouldn't miss that apex there, really. You know, as you can see from the gameplay that's been on YouTube for a while, PlayStation 5, you know, is it as crisp? No, of course, but it's going to be a PlayStation 5, so of course it's going to be crisper. A lot more crisp. But is it alright? Oh, how fussed are you? If you're content with not having it being the most crisp game in the world, and you're more than content to just play as it is, as you've been playing Gran Turismo Sport and enjoying the online races, to be honest with you, this is fine. I enjoy it. It seems to be competitive. Lost that last little bit up, but hey, nothing too hard, no money won't pass our best, but again, difficult to talk and do at the same time. So that's really kind of it, really. There you go, you put your best time and it'll add it to your mileage for each day. Hopefully it adds it to a bit of mileage anyway. Come out of that. Oh dear. Yes, as you can see, yeah, it does take a little bit more time. You know, it does take a little bit more time with everything. So like I say, you've still got your championships available to do. Online racing's really good fun. Your world circuits are good. Overall, you know, it's a good game. I think we could. Oh, one final thing: Legends cars. Legends cars. I say one final thing. We've got a. You can take photos and edit your cars, which is quite cool. So Legends cars, again, another update coming. They're going to make more Legends cars available, but again, these are just, I think, more for your collection. So if you are like trying to build up your collector level, these are going to be the ones that you're going to try and acquire. But again, they're just like ridiculously priced. and I don't know how much use you're really going to kind of get out of them if you're gaming competitively. But again, you know, pretty decent enough. You can look at the cars. It comes in like a nicer sort of array. Yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. Could purchase it. Not gonna. Nah, not gonna. I don't know why I would just sit and use it. But again, yes, you got those heritage cars, which is pretty cool. And you'll find a lot of the brands are in there. There's a few new cars, nothing too many. Again, a lot of the cars that you found on Gran Turismo Sport, you're going to find on Gran Turismo 7. And then of course you've got scapes as well. This is where you can, if you've got like those collector's cars and you like those, you can take photos of them. You can have it, you know, you can do editing all over the world with your car. I'm probably not going to show you too much of that unless of course you want that. I'm sure there's plenty of content out there with people taking photos of their Gran Turismo 7 cars, but not me. So there it is. That's everything. I think I've pretty much touched base on all of these things. Showcase. Let's have a little look at Showcase. I'm not too sure what Showcase is, but oh yeah, okay. So this is where people are showing off all their cars that people have posted. Some really good photo editing. The helmets that they've made. There's been some really cool stuff with like the Formula 1 cars that are on this. They've been made into sort of like the modern day ones. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So that pretty much covers the world map there. Well, there you have it. That concludes today's episode on Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 4. Hopefully that's answered quite a few questions. I appreciate it's quite a long video, but hopefully for those of you out there that are thinking about getting Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 4, you've been humming and hawing about it, not too sure not to get it. For me, I like it. You know, it works well for me. I'm not overly fussed about all the extra stuff that comes with the PlayStation 5, like the graphics, all the cool little extra bits and pieces. But for me, it works well. You are still getting some of the cool features. It's a great game to play. It's still competitive online. I still get to enjoy some of the cool cars and a lot of the features of like tuning cars, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, for me, I really like it, and I think if you are waiting for a PlayStation 5 and you want something to do before you get it, I would happily just get it on your PlayStation 4, get cracking on with it if you haven't already done so. That concludes today's video. As always before, if you like to get yourself some merchandise, head over to www.beyondthepedal.co.uk. If you've liked this video, please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and of course, as always, subscribe for more Beyond the Pedal content. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, signing off for now. See you on the next one. Play the outro.